Hello, all you My Hero fans out there. Welcome to the inaugural. I can't even speak tonight. Our very first episode of the My Hero podcast. I'm here today with Capn Venom.
Yep.
And I am Celtic Stag. And we are here to talk about the latest My Hero chapter. Chapter 222, Shigaraki Tomura, Distortion. I think that's the name of the whole...
Yeah. You got the chapter name. You got the chapter right, so I don't really think anything else past that matters.
We got cover page. Normally we don't really... Do we really get cover pages like this?
Not where it's like a weird Godzilla homage, no.
Let's see.
It's usually like the it's been recently the fantasy My Hero Academia stuff. From what I remember.
I can't remember the last time we had a cover page. I'm going back to all these like past chapters. It has been a minute since we have had an actual kind of like cover page. It just kind of always jumped into the chapter. This is like an Oda type thing to do.
Yeah.
Just give us a this cool, weird page. I wonder what the reason is, but
I don't know. Maybe there's like a Godzilla marathon or something on.
Yeah, that's what I mean, that's the immediate connection I had. But yeah, so let's just jump into the chapter. So we've been kind of going on. It's been a real focus on the villains as of late.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, the chapter My Villain Academia.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've been talking. Should I call you Capn or should I call you Capn Venom? Venom? What do you like to be called? What do the people at home like to call you?
The people at home. Captain's fine, I guess. That one's probably easier to say.
Let's call you Capn.
Captain's fine.
All right, so Capn, what? So we've been talking about, what's been going on kind of with the villains and everything as of late, especially the League of Villains, and how I personally think that the League of Villains have been kind of not necessarily underwhelming, but just I wish there was more of a shine on the League of Villains, a kind of just to kind of have them be a little bit more menacing. And these recent chapters I've loved because it's been really kind of building up on that and, introducing more of All For One's, old gang and his homies and all that stuff that will help make, Shigaraki and the new League of Villains kind of a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean, but the League of Villains has also been, they took a pretty mortal blow chapter, or the summer camp chapter, and Magane before, so they're kind of at a, because I think those were their two heavy hitters, to be honest, and they kind of lost a big portion of their power. I mean, there's Dobby, who's just, just roasting motherfuckers like it's 420, but so it's it's. Because I don't really know anybody else other than Shigaraki who really has a quirk that's a huge threat. But he hasn't really fought anybody. So
there's some there's a dude, we'll get into it later on in the chat because there's a page where it shows there's a dude, we'll get into it later on in the chapter because there's a page where it shows kind of just like everybody who's in the League of Villains currently. There's this one dude who I have no idea who he is, and I haven't done that much research, but I tried to go on the wiki and everything to just see the members and everything, and this dude just did not show up.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Maybe he's we
can get to it. We'll get to it.
I don't know. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it later. Yeah. So this is a very heavy Shigaraki, focused chapter. We got kind of a flashback, of when Shigaraki met All for One, and he was like this, little kid, bloodied, beat up, and we're kind of like wondering, man, like what happened? We know that he's got that connection. He's the grandson,
Yeah.
right, of the All Might's teacher. What's her name?
Yeah.
Here at the My Hero
Exactly.
Academia podcast, we got all the
Just,
information.
Just give it a second.
All
But
the
yeah,
characters.
I would have to
know
say I
everything.
do like how we're
Let's
gonna
check
finally
the
get
wiki.
Shigaraki's backstory, like at all, because I didn't think we were gonna get anything, to be honest.
Yeah, there's been like a lot of kind of stuff like here and there that's. Yeah, there's been like a lot of kind of stuff like here and there that's been building to the mystery of Shigaraki. Like one which we're about to talk about back during the the first kind of battle. When he dropped when the hand fell off his face, and he refers to it as like father and is like all kind of weird about it. And then the reveal that he is the the grandson of
Nana Shimura.
Man, dude, I'm taking so long to find this person. I have like yeah, let me see. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Nana Shimura.
100%.
Shimura.
Would
Who is
put
a
ring
babe,
on that
dude?
and then
Damn, she's hot.
come home from work too. I tried to think of like a
Um,
weird what's an anime trope that happens with like housewives. Where
Yeah.
it's like, you just walk in, they're just
Yeah.
there. Oh hey, I made dinner. Shit like that. Would. But anyway, back to horrific backstory of a child who meets a supervillain just randomly.
Yeah. So yeah, we see him All for One, kind of playing onto that almost like taking advantage of him and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding that
Right.
there were no heroes that came to save him. No one came to help and everything. And
Like he kind of adopts him.
kind of skipping through here because it goes to yeah, so he is like, I'm gonna give you this whole place to live. I'm gonna be your sensei. I'm gonna teach you how to really like handle your powers and everything like that. And the art is just like kind of beautiful throughout this chapter. I really like the way that the panels are laid out and everything. But for All for One's character, it is just like kind of, I really like how he's like this kind of brilliant mastermind. Like he obviously has done his research of figuring out who this Shigaraki kid is, the relation between him and
his face is also not fucked up.
Nana Shimura.
Like
The
mm-hmm.
So yeah. So, which here's a little thing that we're gonna discuss too later. On page 5, this is during the whole kind of backstory and everything. Shigaraki's explaining all this stuff, and there's a panel of Spinner, and kind of throughout this chapter, Spinner is one of the few.
Yeah, he got a
members
little
of
bit of
League of Villains
backstory
who was
in
kind
the
of like
last chapter.
also
where he
focused
was, like,
on,
where he grew up was
and
like kind of it was rough on him because he's a lizard man, and I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it now. He is gonna make a switch. He's not gonna be in the League of Villains. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it now. He is gonna make a switch. He's not gonna be in the League of Villains that much longer. He's gonna realize that, Shigaraki, this whole, this whole path that the League of Villains is going down, like, is not what he signed up for. You know, he is just a devoted follower of Stain and
Yeah. So do you think
wants
he's
to
gonna
go down that path.
So do you
and
think
they're
he's just gonna be
deviating
his own
from,
rogue
from
agent,
that
or
path
do you think he's
of
gonna go
Stain
to the
quite a bit now?
the he's gonna go rogue? Oh, this is gonna go. He's gonna go with the Quirk Liberation Front. That probably would.
Yeah,
That would have been interesting.
he's gonna go rogue.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, because I think they probably.
Oh,
have
that'd be
more
cool. Yeah,
in line
that
with
actually, you know what?
Stain
Now that you
than
say that, that is
the
a lot
League
more
of Villains
interesting.
right now.
Oh yeah, and it's definitely tying in with
Yeah,
you know
they would line up more with
you know,
what
them
not
being
only
introduced as the
well,
next
not only what probably what
kind
Stain
of
would like, but more
antagonist
so
and
what
everything like that.
Spinner would want, which is a world where he won't be persecuted because he's a giant lizard man, and I think that's what he does. So
Yeah,
I mean, he got the gains. I'll give him that much. He's been doing his
Yeah.
push-ups.
a
give
sexy
him that
giant
much.
lizard man, please.
I can only have one reptile waifu. All right,
Yeah,
I can't have more than one.
you know he's just a. Who's your one reptile?
Enough.
Well, but how many reptile
Enough. I'm gonna plead the
husbandos do
fifth
you
and
have?
say enough. I'm gonna say enough.
See, I don't have any. So the Spinner is my. He'll be my reptile husbando. But yeah, kind of. I mean, kind of jumping all around and everything. But the way that the chapter ends too, I feel like this is going to be the last chapter, for the time being, going talking about the League of Villains.
They're probably gonna switch
right
back
now,
to
like
everybody else
doing the
with
kind of this.
So that's what Horikoshi does. Like
It's almost
in
like this.
Either the
We'll
beginning of
get,
a fight switches to somebody
maybe
else, or the end of a fight does.
Yeah. So this so yeah, let's get back. So we got All for One basically adopting Shigaraki, telling him that I'll be your sensei, and then the doctor, who this is like, it's undoubtedly the doctor from
early on in the one doctor we've seen
from
that's
chapter
not, the nurse
2 or
episode.
whatever whenever he appears. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the doctor who tells Deku that, yeah, you are corkless. So, and we talked last week, off air, about how, I initially thought that, maybe it was just like, not necessarily the doctor, but somebody else. But then, like, talking more, and looking at the panels in more in depth, like
this guy might be.
They had the same
most likely the same
glasses and everything, like the same kind of design and stuff.
We
And
brought up last week because we didn't know. We were like, well, it could be somebody who just.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the
shapeshifter,
same
since there's
person.
Already two people on the League of Villains alone, that's their entire quirk, is they're both shapeshifters. You know what I mean? Like with Twice and with I forget the girl's name. I want to say Toga. Yeah. But he can make copies of people.
Oh, Toga.
So.
Yeah, Toga. Well, Twice isn't a
He makes one of
shapeshifter,
Dobby.
He
makes one of Dobby. Like during that.
Yeah.
So I assume he can do other
or
people.
does he just make?
He just
Dude,
he needs their measurements or something.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, so it's gonna be cool to see exactly what role this doctor plays, because as we talked about last week, we'll kind of just rehash that discussion we had. Like, what is the significance of having him come back, of like having him be an integral part of Deku's life, basically?
We brought up
no, you
when
can't
we were talking privately.
You
that,
cannot be a hero. You have no hope.
The doctor,
because you don't have a quirk.
the doctor probably won't remember Deku, but the Deku probably remembers the doctor most likely.
In private.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's no way. And the kind of what I've been seeing among like kind of some fans speculating in the community would be kind of interesting. I'm split on it, but the idea is that perhaps he is a doctor, so that he can he's a doctor in plain sight, rather, working with normal patients and everything like that, so that he can
or tag people who have
steal
like a
quirks
specific quirk that they need, like
for
just,
All for One,
this is a high priority person.
not steal, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, more like highlight people saying,
be
okay,
interesting.
this person's
I mean,
quirk is
that'd
very
be
interesting.
a
All for
way.
One, let's
That'd
go
be a
after
way for
this
him to keep his
person,
job
and
while
then
doing that.
in
'Cause if
turn
somebody would notice.
make
If,
no
somebody
moves
went in
and
for,
all that
I don't
stuff.
know, let's say surgery or like pediatrics, because that's a child doctor, and then it's like, oh, my son went to this doctor and he lost his superpowers. Like, somebody would notice that. But if it's like, we just happen to go to the doctor and, like, I don't know, a few months later, my kid gets taken, like that, nobody's gonna find a correlation between that.
Yeah, I like the idea that Deku didn't have a quirk. So I don't want him to be
Possibly.
That he already is going to have, was it 6 other quirks? Is it 6 or is it 7, including?
It's 6.
The
Because All Might can
One
still
for
do
All,
what
like,
he does. I don't know, unless Deku's figures out how to expand his muscles. Right? So I think it's going to be 6. That's saying if they're, like, all unique. Right? That's not saying that they're all just not, like...
Which I think...
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be coming, like, in more... with time. Like...
Yeah. We'll see.
That Deku can
I
get...
would like the practicality
like
of that, where they just do one thing so far. Cause,
there's going to be...
I forget his name. The other user who has the... Was it Black Whip? I think was the quirk is called. I like how it's like a specific thing to like capture people. Like that's what it's used for. You can use it for other things, but it's really good at that one thing. I dig that more so than just, I have a bunch of different quirks, or I have one quirk that does one thing really well. Like the way he uses All for One now is he's really good at punching people and kicking people, and that's like the one thing it does. I don't know, stuff like that would be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of hope that, he can... I don't know. I just like that he didn't have a quirk and is, going to be... I don't know, kind of... I don't know. I'm still kind of...
Yeah, we can...
I'm iffy on the whole other quirk stuff, but that's a whole nother discussion for another day. And that quirk, the quirk is called, like, Black Whip, by the way. The one that Deku can... and so there's 5 other unknown quirks. So in total, if you count, All for One as its own, or One for All as its own separate quirk, then you'd have 6 other quirks that you can master. But yeah, so... And you know what? Maybe one of those quirks is actually, like... I don't know. This is just... who knows? It's just going to go down a whole rabbit hole. But so back to the chapter. We got the doctor coming in. And he wheels in all these hands. And he's saying that these are your family members to Shigaraki. And this is just another way that Hirokoshi is rubbing it in.
He's really good
that
at drawing
he's a
hands.
master at drawing hands.
He likes that a lot.
Like, dude, these hands look beautiful.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Dude, I really like his art style, man. He's
really
just
nice
like...
to look at.
It's just beautiful. So we look, he killed his dog Ein. murdered the corgi. Um, it looks like he's
Yeah.
so it looks like this is like a pile of dust or something in the thing. The panels are like this art is like hardcore, and it's really like just dark and disturbing.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah, just the way that it's like laid out too. So he's like having like this mental breakdown. And yeah, so he's just, remembering all this stuff. He's remembering that he basically disintegrated his family. Which I'm assuming, I saw people talking about it, that, perhaps like he was
why
just
is
like,
why is he all beat up then? Like,
hugging
when you
them or
first see him, he's
something,
all
because
beat up.
it's
Do you
just
really
weird
think
that
they were,
it's
like, hugging
all
him
like
for his quirk to,
their
like,
hands are
go off? Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying of like for like it's weird that they're all like, so if they're all his family members, and they're like all the hands are remaining. Like he would have to. Where did he touch them? Where they
I guess
disintegrated?
anywhere else but the hands. Like, I'm not 100%
but
sure.
like their
even how
hands still
disintegration,
remained.
like, disintegrate somebody. Like, we've seen it like once, and it's like instantaneous, and you're like, oh, okay. But that's at this point. Like, what if when he?
Yeah. Well, he touched.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
touched.
He sure did.
Aizawa, Eraserhead, on like the elbow.
Yeah, maybe it's stronger when he's like, I
And
don't
like
know,
it kinda
fighting
slowly
somebody. Maybe it was stronger when he was a kid. And he
disintegrated,
didn't really
so-
know how to control it. It seems like a whole like.
Yeah, but it seems weird like that you would not want to, if you're fighting against Eraserhead, a pro hero, like if you had the ability to
I
like
could have swore he looked at him turning
know,
off his quirk. Like he got
almost
him enough
instantly
to touch him,
disintegrate somebody.
but then after that he turned him off. He turned it off. That's what I'm assuming happened. Right? Because I think everybody else he fights, they vaporized. Like fucking, it's not even.
I'll have to go back and reread that, but
Just like poof, you're dust.
yeah. Well, that would just be I guess that's just
Mm-hmm.
just a different version of Overhaul's quirk. But yeah, so based on this one panel of him like kind of remembering all this stuff, it seems like his dad or some other person like
It's also
saw what was
this
going
girl
on and started
over his,
attacking
like,
him.
shoulder. I can tell that.
That's what
much.
I took from it. Yeah, there's a
maybe
there's a
I don't know.
girl who
it's
I'm
hard to
assuming
tell
is,
because
like,
their
his
hair. Like I usually tell
sister,
like characters who are related
her
by like
older
their hair
sister.
color. It's like Shigaraki's hair is white, and her hair is black. So I don't know.
Yeah, but she looks like she's related to
Oh yeah, that's also possible.
Nana Shimura. She kind of looks like has that like kind of same
Yeah.
almost like the same eyes a little bit. Like that same kind of
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a stretch, but shonen logic. And yeah, so he's kind of like All for One is basically trying to have teach Shigaraki that he's got to redirect that feeling of like anguish and hatred,
Yeah. Just
and
killing
direct them
everything.
towards his goal of just like kind of destroying everything. Yeah, and that's like really what his goal is. Like we have this really cool double page spread of Shigaraki like really smiling, and it's super creepy. And we have like a bunch of people, like a bunch of the class of 1A talk, like kind of living life, and people with the quirks, like living life happy and everything. And he's just saying, I want to destroy it all. And this is sick, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely a great way to set
I
up.
really like the way
villain
that like this
who
is setting up.
You didn't really know much about, and now that you do, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, and this is like, so he's saying all this, saying he wants to destroy everything. The Doctor is all in on it. We had this a similar reaction where Spinner is kind of like almost shocked and everything. And Toga's saying like, hey, like, does that mean that all the things that I like, we're gonna destroy those too? And Shigaraki's saying, no, like stuff that my comrades like you can do whatever you want, whatever. And she like celebrates, and looks like other people are like cool with it, but Spinner like still seems weary of it.
He definitely is the one that's visibly more shaken up.
Mm-hmm.
He's all in on that shit.
We go to the Doctor is like agreeing. He's full on. He's
also
on
his
board.
whole thing about like villains are the ones who bring pipe dreams to life. That's an odd choice.
Anything.
Also, who are you saying you don't recognize? Because there's like group shots.
Yeah.
In these handful of panels.
Yeah. Okay. So that dude, who is wearing like a trench coat and has that mask on,
or whatever his name is,
but his like face is kind of shining through the mask.
Yeah, like you only.
Oh, is that him?
I remember that because I constantly rewatched.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm so stupid.
The summer training camp arc, and then he takes off his mask for a second, and he has and then that's how you see. It's just his face. It's just like his mouth part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember trying to figure that out. I remember rewatching those scenes, and I was like, "Oh, right, that's Compress. That's just what he looks like without his mask."
Yeah, it seems weird because
you
totally
really only see that like a handful of times.
Did not.
If you weren't doing what I was doing, where it's like, I'm gonna watch these scenes over and over and over again because it's just, I just really like them.
Yeah.
I think he might.
He looks like so much more rugged, dude.
I think that's why he looks that way. Because I think he's like probably, I don't know, anime logic. Like.
Yeah. No, but like I'm just
they've been living
kind of
like broke for like
going back and seeing old pictures of him like during the actual.
They're definitely like living fucking broke. So I would see that some ruggedness, some grime would just be there.
Yeah.
Is what I thought.
Oh yeah, his mask got destroyed during that fight with. Okay, yeah, this is all making sense to me now. So yeah, I'm dumb. We got. So, the Doctor is saying, and I'm gonna follow you guys, but you have to pass this one test, and you have to defeat Gigon Tomachia. Big Hulk of a bro.
Which means you got to beat him in a
you got to make him, basically want to follow you, like submit to you. Potentially, or you just have to show him that that you are a fucking boss, and you gotta make him want to follow you and stuff. So you don't necessarily have to
Right.
beat him, but
Show him that you're subscribed to
show
the
him
Hodge
something
twins, and he'll be like, all right, cool. These
that
guys
makes
are
him want
cool.
to follow you. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
I'll be like,
Dobby just
bro,
pieces
dude,
out.
I
Like,
live too.
Can I just say?
I have conservative values as well. And yeah,
Right.
Dobby's like, nah, fam, I got
He
stuff to do.
talked to
I gotta
Hawk
go
that one
recruit more
time.
people, which I've been doing a really shitty job at
Talked to Hawk that one
because
time.
our
You know,
numbers are
it
low.
didn't kill anybody.
Yeah,
We'll see how that goes. Hawks is great,
yeah, which like,
dude. Like he's
I
fantastic.
don't know, man. I want to see more Hawks.
Yeah, they're definitely my two
Yeah,
favorite.
he's like probably my
voice
favorite
teachers.
hero
Yeah.
right now. Him and Endeavor.
But yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, he's saying that he wants. So the doctor's saying that he's ignoring that whole Dobby thing, and he's saying, "No, I want Dobby to actually come with me, and inspect some like nomus
Cremation.
and everything, and like test some
quirk.
stuff out, because he's
Just-
got such a
so I have a question
know,
about cremation. So since
aesthetic
it's flame,
sense.
it's stronger, right? It's like stronger than most people who have fire quirks, right? Or is that like not established? Is it just blue just cause? Oh, okay. So it's just blue for aesthetics.
I don't think it's established. I don't think it's. But yeah, and like, every time that we've, Dobby's definitely been the most connected villain with the Nomus. He's appeared.
Yeah, well, he did. Well, Shigaraki did give.
Well, I
him
guess
the
like
one.
the same amount of times as
Yeah,
Shigaraki
summer
has with
camp
the
work to
Nomus,
just
but
kind of fuck around.
um,
He was the one it listened to. So he might
Yeah.
have.
But
I don't
just-
know, Dobby might be the unofficial second in command, I would say, just because I think Shigaraki probably is like, this guy's all right, I guess. Yeah, because Shigaraki
he definitely
really doesn't- 'cause
seems
he
like
goes,
it.
"I'm
He
gonna
definitely
leave," and,
seems like the
go
unofficial
recruit some
second in
people.
command.
Shigaraki just goes, okay, see you when you come back. Like, he doesn't, like, tell him, like, no, you gotta help us fight the fucking
Yeah.
giant that we now have to combat against. Or maybe he's telling him to go because his quirk doesn't really do
Mhm.
anything to this guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Dobby's sick. Dope character.
Mm-hmm.
Recruiting and helping with some Nomus.
Yeah, they
Um,
with the Nomu dude who has shoes on.
They
Can we talk
go
about this
back.
for like 2 seconds?
They get transported
Like,
back to
you see this
Giga
Nomu. It
whatever.
has, yeah, it just has shoes. It's a brain and a face. That's it.
Oh yeah, the Nomu with the kicks. Dude, you know how
Mm-hmm.
like Araki of JoJo's like loves drawing clothes and everything.
Yeah, shoes are definitely his thing.
I
mean, I've been-
Hirokoshi
I got
loves
into
drawing
high
like
tops 'cause,
shoes,
Deku wears
like
high tops.
fly
Like as nerdy
kicks.
as that sounds,
That's
it's
like his
I want a
aesthetic.
fucking pair of red high tops now. And I've been looking, I can't find any. Yeah, like
Yeah.
dude. I just wish
Yeah, dude, they're dope.
it's high tops. Yeah, get like the white bottoms.
Let's see.
Ooh,
Let's see.
it's
Deku
a good look. It's a good look.
red high
I can only find the
tops.
Nike ones, and they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been looking. I gotta look into some new shoes.
Oh yeah, dude. You can get. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
also-
pretty-
This Nomu is the one that teleported everybody to All for One, right? Because he does it. Because he did it the same way. So that would mean
Yeah,
that
it
would mean the
seems like
doctor either saw what was happening, then, or was there, right?
It definitely. Or potentially has something set up where he kind of can lay like traps and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, teleport. He can obviously teleport from far. You know.
Oh, also
He doesn't have to be
screws
in an area
he screws
because
he puts a screw in this thing's brain and twists it.
brought them to him.
I'm noticing. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So there's probably like something where he like is importing like coordinates or something. You know. Yeah, so another dope panel where Shigaraki is like, saying, "Yo, what up? The future king has returned." Kind of hype. Again, focus on Splinter or Spinner. And he's going to be leaving, blah blah. Then we go back to what's it called?
Mr. Longnose.
The Cork Liberation Movement with the Joker over here. And we got this what is this, dude? We got
you mean that middle panel?
Poop? Like this mold thing?
Oh, yeah, that has to be. Cuz it's
Yeah, is that it says one assistant like
the only thing I'm saying is
or...
cuz just of the background looking like a window, looking like a big office window. And the last panel we see looks like a building that we haven't really seen.
And like there's like a finger in there.
I'm not even 100% sure what that guy's quirk does. I don't think it.
We can
go back.
Yeah, let's go back. So he was
solid chapter though. Fantastic chapter, honestly.
In 218.
Before we go back and let's wrap up these thoughts and then we'll go back.
I really liked this week's chapter.
So I gotta get to the page where he gets introduced.
Yeah.
Okay, so this dude, we don't see what the cork does.
Okay, so this dude, we don't see what the cork does. It just, the guy just drops. So yeah, I'm assuming that it just like.
You think
makes
if this
him
guy's
into
like a vampire quirk? Because he kind of looks
this,
like he looks like
this mold, but
I forget the vampire dude from Darkstalkers, but he has like that exact same hairstyle and like look to him. You know, I fucking forget the dude's name. For as much as I talk about that game, I should probably know.
Oh yeah,
characters more than Morgan and fucking John Talbane.
Well, this, I mean, it has to. There's something that, like, just makes them. Yeah, maybe like they're sucking like the whole life out of, but it also just looks like it's their bodies just turned to mush. And it looks like a rock too, almost. You know, like the way it's kind of like cracking. Oh man, but I am like very. I'm back into My Hero. After I thought the last arc was pretty meh. The training and everything, it went on a little bit.
Well, I mean, now we're gonna see like
way
more
too long.
Do hero stuff outside of school. Because yeah, but you gotta.
Yeah,
you gotta
which
sure
I think is
kinda,
like
kinda
the much better way
bit.
to
You gotta
do
make sure they
things
scrap a little
than
bit.
Just have them fight each other.
Because not everybody fought not everybody even saw everybody fight in the training camp arc, right? So.
Yeah, but like when it's like constantly just them fighting against each other, like the students against the students.
Those are the stakes.
There's no stakes involved.
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, but like that's BS. That's a BS stake. Like there's nothing that none of these characters lose anything from. Like Momo is not like.
No, I get you.
There's just.
Yeah, I mean, I get.
It's just boring.
We've talked about this in real life because we're actually friends in real life.
Yeah.
Just in case people want to know.
Uh-uh.
What? It's a secret that we're cool.
Dude,
But no,
that's a
we talked
secret.
about. I remember we were talking.
You
about it
can't
when it
let
was
the
coming
audience
out,
know.
and I honestly dig how they actually learned something in school. I mean, that arc was. I get why people say that arc was a little bit long. I probably don't. I probably feel that less because I read it all at once. I just binged it, so I finished it, relatively quickly. Not for a while. Like the arc was like in the middle of it.
Oh, did
when
you
I
not
started
read
reading
it week to week?
Like when we talked, I just honestly just forgot. Like it was just time slipped by.
Why did you
It was like one
not
of those
want to
things.
read it week to week?
No, no. I just forgot.
Or was
Like,
it that it was
just
so
working on
boring
art
that
and
you were
stuff
like,
that.
nah, fam, this ain't
No,
me?
I just forget to. I honestly remember it went on hiatus after.
Oh yeah,
Christmas,
you forgot
right?
because
And
it
I was like,
sucked.
no, I'm not. Definitely, but
Captain, I'm telling you this: you're not gonna forget to
But
read next week.
let me
You'll have so much. You might have
let me
you
just
know,
say
the Sistine
no, because I
Chapel
remember
to
looking it
paint,
up like around
but you're
Christmas.
not
I was
gonna
like, oh, is
forget
there a new chapter? And it was like, no, it was on hiatus.
because shit's going down, dude.
I just forgot.
Oh yeah, I
Listen,
forgot. I remember this
I
series.
just forgot. All right.
My
I had a lot of
my
video games to play,
hero
all right?
Akudamia.
Hey,
yeah,
okay.
I think I remember that.
You want me to show my balls on stream? I
What's
was
his
a little
name?
high and I just
Goku?
forgot. Okay, I got a little stoned.
Deku,
and I
that's
just
it.
forgot that the chapter comes out every week. There you go. I got to put my balls on stream. That's just what happened, right? I was playing video games. That's just what happened. I was making art, getting a little stoned, and I just forgot the chapter.
So disappointed.
And I was reading Black Clover, which you told me to read.
Okay, let's
So-
go. Let's see how.
I got to catch up. I'm still pretty far behind. I'm slowly doing that. I'm slowly.
Yeah,
getting
Black
closer,
Clover is pretty lit
getting
right
closer,
now.
catching up on One Piece too. It's gonna be a while for One Piece though. That was a great arc too.
Let's see. Let's go to Pro Hero Arc, which was 9 chapters, where the joint training exam was
Yeah.
was it 23? Yeah, 23 chapters.
I mean, hey man,
So-
you gotta have some downtime.
What the fuck?
I think I will say this much about My Hero: it probably has the least amount of filler that I've read in a manga, honestly. And for it to go like almost 200 chapters without having an arc that I go, oh, this is fucking filler. It's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, what would you tell me is filler? Like, I would like to know if you have a different opinion.
I think
It's not like entire chapters though. It's not.
well,
it's not
there's
uber bad.
definitely
Yeah,
filler
that's right.
in this manga,
Like, it's
but
not-
it's like
Yeah.
it's like good filler. Filler just has such a negative connotation because of like, long
Right,
running,
Yeah. I mean, I meant bad.
like
filler,
weekly animes
right? I mean, like
like
bad
Naruto
filler,
and
like
Bleach
universally bad. Like just
that just like have like
pain.
shit fillers.
You know what I mean? I'll let. Yeah, but that had the gentle fight. That had the gentle fight though.
Well, okay, so like the school festival arc, Gentle's a cool character, but the rest of the arc was like just
yeah, but the gentle fight.
dumb.
That's what carried it. It was the big.
just random and
showcase.
weird.
Yeah, but somebody can't attack the
Yeah,
school.
but like that's just it.
Yeah, but somebody can't attack the school like every
It
week.
was definitely
Especially when you
definitely
got,
just a
You
filler,
got the
filler arc.
fucking what's the dude? Fucking the counselor. Forget his name. What's his name? Like what? Yeah, Hound Dog. You got Hound Dog. Yeah, we got the Hound. We got the
The
Hound.
Hound Dog,
just swinging
Hound or
around
like
with his
something
games.
like that.
You can't just be causing.
Yeah, he
trouble.
was pretty sick.
I like how that guy's the counselor too. Just the My Hero school is just nuts. Nobody's paying attention
Yeah.
in Midnight's class. Just too busy. Too busy. Just rock hard.
I just like.
Everybody's paying hella attention.
Oh yeah,
It would be so difficult.
dude, I could not focus at that school,
Dude,
especially when you have like, chicks like Momo walking around with just like
yeah, just
their stomachs
Oh, man.
exposed and everything, and then
just
fucking
sweating all the time.
kendo too.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good, man.
Ooh,
Just need some water.
Who's your number one?
all right. Who's your number one?
Oh, it's Momo.
What's it called?
Definitely.
My Hero waifu.
Mhm. Kendo's a close second. I just don't know anything about her. Like, the fact that she makes her body parts
Momo?
bigger is kind of cool, but I've seen her do that like once. I go, that's interesting. But I think Momo's quirk is cooler, too. Then I like her costume better, in all honesty. It seems, what she does seems more useful, like situations.
Yeah.
Fucking,
What's that rabbit chick?
oh.
What's the
Oh, we're going Pro Heroes
what's that
too.
rabbit
Oh, no, she's
chick?
my favorite. Yeah. I thought we were just going with characters that are in the school. No, she's definitely my favorite. Yeah. Oh, well, fuck off. Hey. I thought we
No.
were just going school. No, but
No, you pedophile.
I forget her fucking name. Also, I forget her name, so.
No, dude.
For
Dude, for the My Hero for the official My Hero podcast,
First episode.
we sure are great
I
at
wasn't
knowing
expecting
this
to be put
series.
on the spot and be asked a question.
That one chick from the other school.
Yeah.
Or whatever her name is.
Dude, that one chick from the other school, Joker or whatever her name is. I'm just going through the wiki right now.
The teacher?
She's like, it's like
Who
something
talks
Jester.
to Eraserhead?
What's her fucking name?
Oh yeah, she just makes people laugh and stuff like that. Like if she gets you to laugh, you like are incapacitated.
Yeah, Miss
or
Joke.
whatever.
Yeah, she's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she could get it.
Yeah,
There's
she's
not-
kind of hot.
A better indication would be like,
Yeah.
who's not gonna get it? That'd
You
probably
know who
be-
else can get it?
Yeah, sure,
Hawks can get it, dude.
sure, but only when he has only when the wings are fully out. If they're stubby, get the
Hawks
fuck
can
out
definitely
of
get
here.
it.
Dude, Endeavor with the scar on his face.
Yeah, yeah. Well, dude, Endeavor with the scar on his face, he can get it. Whew. Dude, you see that? You see that
No,
one
is it like
action
a sta-
figure
Is it like
showing
an
off the-
actual action figure? Or is it a statue?
The Endeavor booty.
No, it's not. Figures are posable. Statues.
It's a
are not.
statue. Action figure statue. Same thing.
That's breaking it.
That's my quirk.
I'll make a statue postable.
By the way,
That's
the
my
character
quirk.
Who is
Posable
top waifu is
statues.
Rumi Usagawane?
What's her hero name?
I gotta close an ad. Hold on.
What's her hero name?
Her hero name is fucking ads. Rabbit. Rabbit Hero Miriko.
Fucking ads, dude. I don't remember that name.
Birthday is March.
Mirko, that's it, dude.
www.rule34.
Mirko.
Dat Cam.
www.rule34
She's number 5 pro hero. That's interesting.
Mirko. I'm feeling lucky. Yeah, dude, she is sexy. Whew.
Also,
God damn.
yeah, you dreaming of bunny girls over there?
Something about rabbits, man.
Just just rabbits in general. Just
No, dude, just straight rabbits. That's all I'm thinking of. Dude, I went to go see Us last weekend, and I ejaculated in the theater prematurely because
Don't
of
say that too loud,
the
then the
rabbits that
furries
came
might
on
show up.
screen. I was like, oh god, I
They
can't
might
handle
come.
this.
want them to come.
Oh, I want the furries to
man.
come because I'm
We're getting
already
off
coming.
in the weeds.
All right, we're thanks everyone for
No,
listening
probably. This is funny at
to
the end.
the first
We
episode.
brought
If
in
you're
the
still
laughs. We brought
listening,
in
I
the
doubt
interesting
many people
discussions.
are.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Mirko top waifu.
From this. Fuck everything else we talked
That's
about.
really the biggest takeaway for this chapter. Yeah, you don't need to know anything else.
You're very welcome, Celtic Stag. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, well, Capn, thanks for joining me today on the.
Yeah.
So we will be back next week for another installment of Boku no Hero, My Hero Academia. Let's see what our favorite characters
ya,
are
bye.
up to next week.
No
See
Space
everybody
Cowboy.
later.